Seeking to inject momentum in the country's Act East policy, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will undertake the 10-day visit of Myanmar, Australia and Fiji to attend key multilateral summits and undertake bilateral meetings during which India is expected to push for steps to create more jobs and improve world economy. In a pre-departure statement, the Prime Minister said, "A key issue for me would be to highlight the importance of international cooperation against black money." In the statement, Prime Minister said during the course of the ASEAN India and East Asian summits in Myanmar capital Naypyidaw and at the G20 summit in Brisbane and bilateral visits to Australia and Fiji, he will meet over 40 leaders from countries representing Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America and Pacific region. At the annual summit of the group of 20 of the world's biggest developed and emerging economies, Prime Minister said he intends to discuss how it can accelerate creation of next-generation infrastructure, which also includes digital infrastructure, and ensure access to clean and affordable energy. During his foreign tour, Prime Minister will undertake a bilateral visit for talks with Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott in Canberra after the G20 summit. Narendra Modi will be the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Australia in 28 years since Rajiv Gandhi in 1986. Prime Minister said, "While we have much in common with Australia, our political, strategic and economic relations have been below potential. A closer strategic partnership with Australia will support India's economic goals, promote our security interests, including maritime security, and reinforce our efforts to foster a climate of peace and stability in our extended continental and maritime neighborhood." Modi and Abbott had summit talks in Delhi last month, during which India and Australia sealed a civil nuclear deal. Prime Minister will travel to Fiji on a day-long visit on November 19th before returning home the next day. The tour will begin in Myanmar capital Naypyidaw, where Modi will attend the ASEAN-India Summit and the East Asia Summit on November 12th and 13th. The Prime Minister said, "ASEAN is at the core of our Act East policy and at the center of our dream of an Asian century characterized by cooperation and integration. I am looking forward to discussing with ASEAN leaders how to take our relationship to a new level, which will supplement our deepening bilateral ties with each member." The 10-nation ASEAN community has the third largest population. It would be the 7th largest economy in the world and the third fastest growing economic unit this century. At the East Asia Summit, Prime Minister said he looks forward to discussing with ASEAN and 7 global leaders how they can strengthen regional institutions, international norms and regional cooperation in pursuit of peace, stability and prosperity. And no other forum perhaps has as much potential to shape this region and the world's future as the East Asia Summit. Referring to his day-long visit to Fiji on November 19th, Prime Minister said it will be his privilege to visit that country soon after the return of democracy in September this year. He added, "We also owe them a debt of gratitude for hosting our scientists on the island in support of our Mars mission. I am excited about visiting Fiji, as also with the opportunity I will have of meeting leaders and representatives of 12 Pacific Island nations." Out of the 849,000 population in Fiji, 37% people are of Indian origin. Many Indians arrived in Fiji and indentured labor in the 19th century. Bureau Report, DD News.